if we look a little bit into the boom of live shopping and also social commerce as a whole, I mean, it's been a tidal wave forming in the last couple of years. Also, Asia and specifically China, of course, was the front runner there. Where do you see this going? What is your prediction for the next 5 years? Are you as bullish on live shopping as people like Gary Vee, for example, are, or do you think it's not going to be quite as big as what we see in China right now?
Well, I think it's pretty hard to ever think that we're going to be like China. From the numbers standpoint, what 600 billion? No, but we're already in that trajectory of hitting that 68 billion, according to Coresight. In the U.S., Canada, we don't really measure Canada, so we all kind of just when I talk to brands, I always just kind of say the 68, um, you know, billion in the U.S. But Gary Vee is talking about 80 billion, now, and of course, to be fair, he's part owner in Whatnot. So he's very interested in obviously promoting live shopping, but he's been talking about live shopping since 2008, 2009, talking about the idea of video commerce, commerce on camera, all of that. So, it's happening. There is no question. And I personally have seen an uptick in my business, my live selling school. So not only with the course that I sell, but also I do work still one-on-one with brands on helping them get started with their live shopping journey, right to the point of actually if they need me appearing on camera with them and then doing a postmortem and a next steps and helping them navigate the different technologies that might be out there with the different platforms. So, are we going to be like China? Yeah, I just don't think we will. We're just not, we don't even have the population to support that. I also think China, in the way that they do live shopping, again, is a bit more frantic, it's a little bit more like the TikTok shop style, where it's like, I see it, I buy it, the person holds it up. We've all seen that famous assembly line
Yeah.
holding up out of the box, right? Yeah, none of that will fly in North America. It just won't. I would say in the US, people tend to buy more on the fly. In Canada, there is a lot more, the consumer likes to do a lot more research, which is why I think live shopping, once it does hit its peak here and really start to, steam train through, it will be because of that advocacy and education that a live shopping host will provide to them that will make it successful. But I will say, since Gary Vaynerchuk has started really amping up his talk about live shopping, in particular in the last year, I've seen a tremendous uptick in my business and in the content that I create, educating people about live shopping. So yeah, I mean, without question, that train is going. And I always say to people, listen, you don't have to get on the train right now. Like, the train is going to go and there'll be another one that passes, and that's okay. But if you don't get on this train, you're not going to end up at the destination faster than anybody. So if you are just starting to educate yourself about live shopping, maybe you're listening to this podcast or watching this podcast or listening to Gary Vee, and you're one of those early adopters, you sort of have that newspaper that you're looking at, today, that's going to be published tomorrow. You're going to get there faster. You already know this proof of concept is already there, but we're still fine tuning it. And you get to be a part of that growth, and you get to be a part of that driving, but it's happening. So get on the train now or get on it later. Just where do you want to fit into that journey for your industry, right? Do you want to be last? Do you want to be first? Do you want to be in the middle? That train's going. When are you hopping on?